Welcome back to another Talkers on the Wall episode. We got our third member back. He was in Alcatraz. Uh, but
Somebody back
we
the
are
door.
yeah, yeah. And we are going to be recapping season one of Welcome to Derry. Now, this is a show I've been covering solo, like through throughout the weeks of the show coming out. But I'm very interested to hear what Luke has to say about it. We are going to be filming a Stranger Things season one versus Welcome to Derry season one. So I'm very excited for that video too, but that'll be coming out at a later time. Um, but yeah, let's just get right into this. Luke, what'd you think of season one of Welcome to Derry?
I really liked it. I started watching it. We were talking a little bit before. Like I came into the show late. I saw you were doing some videos about it. I was like, let's check it out a little bit. I think I binge
For sure.
watched like the entire thing and got caught up in like maybe 2 days because I was just
Yeah.
like hooked because it was just like these new characters. And what really got me was like wanting to see Pennywise again, like the new uh, design and stuff, if they changed anything about him. And
Mm.
I thought it was really fun, spooky. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think as a whole, right, as for season one, I automatically just compare it to it chapter one and chapter two.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go out and say it's better than both those movies.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
clears it chapter two. That one low key mid to bad.
yeah,
And then it chapter one, I thought it was good, and I think this is Welcome to Derry season one is good. It's just like a letter up on the tier list, you know?
yeah. Part of that for me is like the so it's explaining, in the show, like it's Pennywise doesn't see time like as linear like everybody else does. Like
Yep.
it almost seems like after chapter two events, he kind of like went back in time. And there's like a lot of theories I've
Hmm.
seen that's like that's what's happening, and that's why he's like so gung ho about killing Marge and everybody. That like he's trying to stop his death. So like I'm wondering if they intentionally made him like more fucking batshit crazy because he's like pissed off
Hmm.
that the losers killed him, and so he like went back in time. And it's like I'm killing everybody. But yeah, like Pennywise was absolutely feral this season, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I really think like honestly we can just quickly segue to our favorite parts because
Yeah,
I think we both think that it's I have it as good season one, you have it as good or great.
yeah, like 7, 8. It was pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, I would say like that 7.3, 7.5 range.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, for favorite parts, oh, sorry, go for it.
no, you're good. Favorite part. Uh, sorry, let me just check my notes real quick.
Hmm?
The theater scene. The theater scene was my favorite part, right, in episode one, because like right off
Yeah.
the rip, like
Yup.
it goes crazy, and then like at first, my first thought was, oh, this is just like Pennywise fucking with Lily. They're not actually dead, It was just like trying to get her scared and everything like that. And then it goes into the next
Hmm.
episode, and they're like, it's been like a week since they died. And I was like, oh, like they
Yeah.
actually killed him. Like that
Yeah.
was
No,
crazy to me.
I will say what adds to that so much is this is how you promote a show. Like I'm not here to glaze HBO, but HBO like having the first episode kids as the poster
Yeah.
like for the whole show, like not like you
hmm
sure you have to list the other actors and give them credits on like as the season like
They
prolongs, but like
they kind of marketed it
they
as like a bigger group of kids.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
that was not the case at all. I think honestly, like the favorite parts of the show is literally just Pennywising, like just have like the you do not know the whys like we do, and he just has the giant like grasp on the story, and like
Yeah.
it always feels like um Pennywise has control of every situation that's going on,
Yeah.
which I will go into another part of like a favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
I think the Halloran Pennywise like psychic battle that
Yeah.
happens
At the in the
is
last episode,
so
or
it right. Because
Mm,
episode 4, or I believe it's episode 3, where they're like, okay, yeah, Halloran is going in deep, and
mm,
he is gonna like find like what this is, and
mm.
then like it just ignites a battle where like Pennywise is like, dude, you should not be fucking here right now,
Yeah,
and it's the worst mistake you had because I'm gonna give you fucking trauma for 7 episodes straight.
yeah. When he opens the box in his mind or whatever, and he's like,
Hmm.
like it was so good. And then like you just get like Haller, and he's just kind of like catatonic and just like, oh. And by the last episode, he's like gonna kill himself and everything because it's like so bad.
Yeah.
That was so good. And then uh, the last episode where Alan like stops, pauses Pennywise like right before he eats Marge, and you like go into his
I'm not
brain.
hungry. I'm
You
not
just fucking
hungry.
smacks him around a
Yeah.
little bit. So funny, but like still kind
Yeah.
of like, what is happening right now? Yeah,
Yeah.
another favorite part. Yeah, exactly.
No,
Um,
and I also like I just cannot say it like enough. Bill Skarsgård, get this
oh
man some more accolades. This
yeah,
guy deserves it, bro. Like this guy's on a run with Nosferatu and just
hmm,
as well as he is with this Pennywise character.
oh
And
yeah,
like honestly, like going into it, I'm not the biggest It fanboy in the world just because
hmm,
I think before this show the movies didn't really like flesh out any characters like respectfully they would hint at like progression through and then they would
hmm,
have like their come together moments as like a group but
hmm,
it was never like done like as like a linear like season like it or Welcome to Derry does but
yeah,
man does
yeah,
Bill Skarsgård just make it worth it every time you see him.
yeah. The he goes from like in the movies, he's like more goofy than anything. Like he's got like his scary moments and his like unnerving moments, and it's like
Yeah.
more goofy, and he's just kind of like, oh, why doesn't anybody want to play with me? And then
Yeah.
now in the show, when he's like revealed, he's like, I'm gonna eat you. I'm just gonna fucking eat you. And
Yeah,
it's the
except
reveal.
in the last episode where he's just aura farming like
Oh yeah, well, he's just trying to get out of town. Just like, see you later, kiddos, and he just does the whole thing.
yeah.
So
Well,
funny.
he's like, "Oh, I better catch up," and he's like, just like, I just think that's
That's so
and then
funny.
just like the whole like community like doing like the Pennywise strut from like
Mhm.
the intro, like it's just so
Yeah,
good. It's like I love it like because this show has just been getting nothing but praise.
yeah.
Like honestly, like if I've posted some negative things on it, especially episode 3,
Mm.
but people were after me, bro. They were acting
Just,
like
I'm
I
trying
just
to remember
blew
what
up a
episode three
country.
was.
What's up?
I'm trying to remember what episode three was. Is all like what
This is
happened in
the
episode three.
so it was the episode where like Richie like uses like the Spanish like
Oh, when they go to the grave.
folklore the graveyard. Yeah, it was really dumb.
Yeah,
It was like and like the CGI was god awful. It was like a CW show, like
yeah.
that level of bad.
The CG in that one was kind of like a little goofy to me. I
Just
did
took me
like
out.
I like the like picture that they took of like the clown, and like you think it's Pennywise at first, and it's like, oh, it's your first hint, but then it's revealed to be her name is Miss Kirsch. I forget her first name,
Yeah.
but
Periwinkle. Yeah.
yeah, Periwinkle. I thought that was cool. Um, but yeah, a lot of but very fun. Like Pennywise's reveal at the in the sewer for the first time when he turns into Maddie from or turns into Pennywise from Maddie, and like the camera does the whole thing, and you finally get to see him again,
Yeah.
and it's like, holy shit, he's back. And then
Mhm.
his whole design in like the last two episodes where he's got all the blood and everything looks so sick.
Yeah.
Um, he takes an entire school of kids with him, and they're all just like floating
Mhm.
from the deadlights. That was crazy. Just a lot of Pennywise was a force this season or this show.
Yeah. And I mentioned it too. It was kind of weird and like off-putting at times where it's like Pennywise like this behind the scenes like I'm attack like like a small group of people But it was kind of weird seeing him in like almost like a full on action set. You know, it's
Hmm.
like guns are
Oh,
blazing, houses are burning, and it's like Pennywise is like the barbarian in the front line, just ripping people to shreds. It's like
it's
this
crazy.
is weird. This is
Um, Now getting into like some of the negative stuff about it,
Mhm.
the only like major thing that like came up for me, like we talked about the CGI in episode three, um,
Yeah,
Marge being revealed as like Marge Tozier, like kind of, I know it was at the end of the episode, end of the season, but like having him
yeah,
like be like, oh, Marge Tozier, and it just kind of ruined it for me because it was like, oh, well, I know she's not gonna die. Like, there's no
yeah,
stakes for her anymore. Like, nothing's gonna happen to her. Same thing with Hanlon. Like, I know nothing was gonna happen
yep.
to him. But that was like kind of my biggest nitpick with it was her getting revealed.
Yeah, and honestly, like it felt like the last episode, it was just major like, oh, I need to wrap this up in a bow. I need to make this like a consistent storyline. So I need to connect it to it chapter one as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't really have to do that. I think what you got going was fine and it makes it better standalone. I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like too many filmmakers that are in a universe do that.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest gripe of this season, 100% is the military. Like, oh my, dude, like this is one of my biggest gripes with the with filmmakers. Like, you can have a military force be assholes, be irresponsible or reckless, but
Mm-hmm.
you can also make them charismatic, you know? It's like it's some of the worst line delivery I've ever seen in my life, and it dead ass feels like like no disrespect to the actor that played like the main commander.
Yeah.
Dog shit, dude. Dog
Yeah.
shit.
I
Like
was gonna say I don't know if
it,
that's too much of the writing. That might just be the acting for the
yeah.
a lot of it. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. I
And
did.
no, you're good.
Okay, I was gonna say, I did like he kind of seemed like he was on the level a little bit, you know, like obviously he was trying to trick Leroy Hanlon and like trick everybody into we're actually gonna release this clown, not like cage it in and everything like that. And so you're kind of seeing through Leroy's eyes or whatever. I did
Yeah.
like that he kind of seemed like he was like on the level, you know. He was like, no, 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 we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and then it's revealed that he's actually trying to destroy it, and then he just kind of like flips the switch and he's like, no, we need to unify America
We need to
by
control America with
by
Pennywise. We need to
unleashing
control them
this
with
fucking
fear.
yeah, unleashing this fucking monster on the world. Crazy,
Uh, but
but
yeah, no, that was so stupid of me. I'll be so honest, so dumb.
yeah,
I just cannot believe like I would honestly like to put it in like more of like a bubble. I
mm,
would honestly have it to where you have Halloran and Hanlon. You
mm,
from the military, that's why they're there. Perfectly fine, okay? You could do
mm,
easily some Cold War stuff. You could just do that. They have a base there, like, you know, in
mm,
Maine. Um, but you could just literally have it to where Hanlon and Halloran split off because you could have the scene where they're fishing for trout, Hanlon and his son, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, this shit is real, dude! Like you have some
yeah,
powers, and I don't
yeah,
know what your powers are. We need to branch off. You need to help me because I'm helping you. Like,
yeah. That
and
was
you could
another
just have
thing.
it with those three.
That was another thing too. Is like I understand like they're writing like the parents as parents is like, oh, I gotta protect my kid, yada yada. And it's like
Yeah,
this kid and his friends are like all getting hunted by this thing. Would you not like be like, all right, kid, listen, I understand you're getting uh I don't know, trying to get attacked by Pennywise and stuff like that. We're also trying to find this thing, you know, like son, like get me and your friends together, like let's try to figure this out, you know, like we got this dude here that has fucking psychic powers and shit, like let's try to do something about that. And they
yeah,
just kind of don't until
yeah.
like the very end.
Well, honestly, like to the benefit of the show, I almost feel like episode 4 or 5, because
Mm-hmm.
like um when they finally figured out, because I think the river scene is episode 4, and then it's not only to like where Hanlon goes to the military and be like, okay, now you have to tell me what the fuck is wrong with this town.
Mhm.
It's Halloran doing the using the shine on the native like young adult, and he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, it's at Nebolt Street, and then the kids also come to a collective too, but they
Mm,
don't necessarily work together, to your point. But so just two more things. Honestly, I think the acting there's spotty acting, whether it's the child actors, military before. I won't go on more about that, and
mm,
just some of the line delivery. I'm like, come on, really? Like Andrew
mm,
Machete, you're better than that. And then it also is on the actors, but also it's up to the director and producer to be like, hey, cut, like
yeah,
time out,
like
dog.
yeah,
But
like come on, guys, lock it in right quick.
yeah, yeah, like I put the scene in this line to have emotion. Why are you a robot?
Yeah,
I just think of the James Gunn and super David Corns.
yeah,
Yeah, he's like, "Legs hurt your feelings. Act like
yeah.
it's like that's so great."
I love that
Um,
behind the scenes. It's so like
oh,
oh,
it's
so
so
nice.
good, it's so
Like
good.
I get it.
But and then my last thing, as far as season 1 goes, Dr. Kirsch and Periwinkle,
Mm,
useless character.
mm,
It's like it's the biggest nothing burger, right? Because you have this cool concept that she's a cloud, she's trying to find her dad. She thinks it's her dad because of the whole Pennywise thing. That's cool. But her just dying to Pennywise or in the deadlights, um, that just it doesn't amount to anything. And you could say sure, it's gonna go back to season 2 and that's where the payoff is.
yeah.
Fine.
That's what I was gonna say is like they're obviously because we had that snippet of like the 1930s, 20s or 30s where she's like
Yeah.
doing her job and she's like leads the little girl down there and everything like that. So obviously we're gonna see a lot more of her. We're gonna see a lot more of her throughout the entire series. Just she's gonna be like the tie that holds everything together. And then obviously
Yeah.
she's in It Chapter 2. She's the old lady that Beverly talks to.
Well,
Um,
I think that's who it uses
well,
for
yeah,
it.
that's what I mean, though.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
Cause, yeah, because she would have been like 120, I
yeah,
think, at that point. So,
Mhm. Yeah. I was
but
like,
yeah,
mad they not. Yeah,
but yeah, so she's gonna be like our focal point throughout the series. I think like that. It's not gonna necessarily revolve around her, but it's she's definitely gonna be a big part of it. Like she's the one that like the inciting incident for like the black spot. She's the reason that Ronnie's dad, I can't think of his name right now, is like fighting out and everything like that,
and
intentionally or unintentionally. Um, and then she's the one that like calls in the anonymous tip about where he's at. And so I think that she's going to be part of like, or have to do with like the Bradley Gang massacre. That's going to be season 2. And then
yeah.
um, the Ironworks fire in season 3. So I'm sure she's going to be like play a big part in like the final acts or whatever they call. I forget what they call
And
them.
yeah, and if that's the case, then sure. But as what we're reviewing right now,
Yeah,
we just gotta kind of have to call it how it is. And she does
yeah,
virtually nothing. Like you could have
yeah,
had it to where like Pennywise is using the influence like, like respectively, she's dumb as fuck. Um, like
yeah. Like, how are you? What she had to be like 50, 60 years old, still being
yeah,
like, I want my daddy back. I
yeah,
want my daddy back. Bitch.
yeah. Even if your dad was still alive, he would have died of natural causes. That bitch was like 50.
Yeah,
And he smoked like a chimney and drank like a chimney. So
yeah,
turn that 50 to an 84.
yeah.
So now that we're on like more so of like the trajectory of what season 2 or season 3 would be like,
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen American Horror Story and have you?
I've seen like the early seasons. Like, I think the last one I watched was like the Apocalypse one, I think.
Yeah.
So I've seen
So
a good majority of them.
yeah. So where I'm getting at right now is where we see the flashback with Dr. Kirsch in 19 in the 30s.
Mhm.
How cool would it be to almost get like an asylum where Pennywise is just literally just like rage baiting like the mentally ill? Like like I just think that would be like it's so like you could easily have it to where someone has like schizophrenia and like
Mhm.
someone literally does thinks they see Pennywise but they literally don't. So like the audience has no idea what's real and what's not. I just think that's such a cool concept and it works so well with Pennywise itself.
That is a cool concept. I would love to bring up the fact that lobotomies are happening around this time. So if anybody's like, there's a clown right there, they just be like, "Psst," and then you don't have to worry about it. And then they can't feel fear or anything like that. So I think they could get a few of the little kids like that, that are like, I'm hearing clowns in the pipes and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be able to do any like adults because like he uses Henry Bowers in It Part Two, even
Mm.
though like because Henry Bowers like goes crazy and shit like that.
That shit was so dumb by the way.
Yeah,
Shit was terrible.
yeah. Chapter two was just kind of was like a five, the five.
Yeah.
It was all right. It wrapped up the story good enough. I think it was. I think it was because It Chapter One was out for so long. I rewatched it like so many times. It Chapter Two came around, and I was like, it's just not there. Like the kids
Ah,
don't feel the same.
yeah.
Anyways, back to Welcome to Derry.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess what would you like to see from season two for Welcome to Derry?
Season two, honestly, I just need a lot more Pennywise just going through. Like I said before, like I need. It would be great to see him like he actually is like going back in time, like backwards through time, just getting like more and more crazy, pissed off. Like, damn it, I need to kill these kids or
Yeah.
these kids' parents so that they can't kill me, and just like getting more crazy and just like I know they're not going to be able to do the like him taking a whole classroom again, but if he could like take over like something, because like he can influence people's minds, it'd be great to see him like take over like part of the town or something like that.
Yeah. And this is just a small request. It was in the episode with Dr. Kirsch in the 30s with the asylum. Um, we need Pennywise in black and white.
Oh
How
yeah,
cool was
yeah,
that? Like the
that was
old style books where the only thing you see is red and like the balloon, it just made everything pop so much as
and
a
the blood and everything too. The
yeah.
blood like dripping down his mouth, and he's like, "Let me in." Yeah, it was
If
good.
we're gonna be seeing more, if we're gonna be seeing more of that asylum, I think it's got to be you. It's tough because you either have to commit to black and white for other things, which I don't think as a mainstream show like that they would do that. Um, but it would be so cool. I ain't gonna lie. I would love a. I would. It might get old quick, and I honestly wouldn't be mad if Welcome to Derry season two was like 6 episodes instead of 8.
I like the longer episodes. Excuse me. I like the longer seasons and stuff like that. Like, I'm
Yeah,
a big fan of just giving me more exposition and more story and everything.
sure.
Like my favorite show, Parks and Recreation. I wish they would still make that because I need more of those characters.
Yeah,
I just get attached to characters.
real. Uh, like honestly too is I also want more character deaths in
Yeah.
season two. I like the main cast. Sure, you pulled the rug. You convinced everyone. Yep, the gloves are off, bro. None of
Yeah.
these kids are safe. It's a prequel for a reason because
Mm-hmm.
we want Pennywise to go fucking crazy, and
Mm-hmm.
then he goes fucking crazy, but for different people, and then most of the cast
Mm-hmm.
still lives. It's and
Yeah.
he doesn't even kill Richie. Fire does.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, smoke inhalation. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. More like mainstream or main characters need to, you
Yeah.
know, bite it from Pennywise. It would be a lot better, and it would put some gravity behind it.
Yeah, so I think when it comes down to it, I think these other seasons could be better, but I would not be surprised if season one just stands alone and it's just like a little bit of a decline.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that happening for sure. hope to God it doesn't because I like seeing Pennywise go crazy and I like getting more of Derry's backstory. But I mean, that tends to happen. It seems like with HBO shows in particular, and we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, and less source material as well.
Yeah,
So,
well, that could be a helper or like it could be a good or a bad thing because like Stephen King, I think is helping or like at least consulting with them.
mm,
Um,
I'm
so
not sure.
so he or they could Andy Muschietti, whoever's writing the next season, whatever, it could
Mm,
be a good or a bad thing. Like obviously they need to keep it like tied into the continuity somehow, but because there's not like a lot of background in that time period, they could do a lot of stuff still.
yeah,
Like like he took the kids and the deadlights and everything like that. I wasn't talked about in any of the movies or anything. And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think in the books. So
no,
they're taking
yeah,
a lot of creative liberties, and I love to see that. I want them to do more crazy shit like that.
in good taste though.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
We've seen a show like Game of Thrones where
Yeah,
it's
okay.
yeah it just does it to shock value like oh my god like Euron
Yeah,
just fucking turned a scorpion bolt to kill oh gosh what was it Rhaegal
mm,
um
yeah.
but yeah
Like they did it just for shock value. They didn't want the audience to know what happens next. Ooh, fucking
yeah
give me some
which
fan
I don't
service. Give me Jon
yeah
Snow killing a fucking Ice King. Jesus Christ, it was only set up the entire fucking show.
yeah true but back to well actually honestly I think I'm all out of yap for Welcome to Derry. I've been covering this for a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I'm on it pretty much out of it too. Like I said, I really like Pennywise. I thought he was just, crazy and doubling kids up, and he took the kid. Hold up, took the dude's head off, took the dude's head off and everything.
Yeah.
And just kind of like threw it down on the kids. I don't know. I just like to see that crazy side. I don't want him to be
It was
like, oh,
great.
I don't
Yeah.
want him to do the whole like It Chapter 2 thing where he's like, nobody wants to play with me.
Yeah.
It's like, you
Even
are,
though like you do get moments where it's like the kiss me fat boy or like
yeah,
beat down yourself, fat loser. It's like
all those sit ups.
yeah. I love a rage baiting Pennywise though.
No, I do too. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't
Yeah.
want it to just be that, you
Yeah,
know?
I agree.
But yeah, I'm tapped out, I think.
Yeah, so this is gonna wrap it up for season one, a recap of Welcome to Derry. Like I said, we do have a Welcome to Derry versus Stranger Things season one video coming out in the near future. But yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I know you guys love the Welcome to Derry videos, and peace.
Peace.